down the comments because it will definitely help you a long way to conduct it at your regional level. Therefore, please note down the comments. I want the active participation of every member of your team because you are going to run the show at your region. Now, I will call upon ZN Mysore team. You can start, please.
Sir, our group is ready. Now, this is first group from GET Mysore. We have the first three activities, that is designed activities for counting numbers 1 to 20. Now I request Madam Bizimol to present her designed activity.
Yes. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone here. So I am Bijimol from ZET Mysore group. I am here to tell an activity based on counting till 20. So here in Kerala, we used to play with coconut sticks, the coconut leaf and the stick which is taken from here. And this is a stick game and we call it as Irkilkali. And here 10 sticks, small sticks will be taken of equal size and one long stick will be there. And here points are awarded for long stick as 10 and small stick, each small stick will be carrying 1 point. And the child will be very interesting in playing this game. The game goes like this: as we hold this small stick over this long stick, and I think you are able to see it here, and we put it on drop it on the ground like this on a flat area. And see, this stick is freely lying, so I am taking this, and the child has to take each stick without moving or disturbing other sticks. So like this, the child gets these 2 points, and this also 3 sticks he is getting. So like this, the game goes on, and when he disturbs other sticks, there the game is over and the child becomes out. And thus the child now has 4 sticks, and we will count his point as 1, 2, 3, 4. So total the child will be having 4 points, and these sticks, the total point of these sticks is 20 points. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, madam.
Now the second designed activity from our group is presented by Neeta Bhattacharya, madam.
Good afternoon, everyone. My activity is related to art. Before beginning the activity, the teacher will hold a discussion on the child's favorite fruit and what is the color of the fruit. And then the teacher will give the child a white sheet. Here I have taken a black sheet. So the teacher can ask the child to draw his or her favorite fruit, a big fruit. And then the teacher will give them, suppose the child has drawn a mango. So the teacher will give the child a color paper and ask the child to make bits of this paper. So as many bits as the child can. And then after making the bits, the teacher will ask the child, do you think you will need all these bits of paper to cover this picture? So the child is estimating here, and then the teacher asks the child to start pasting the bits on the picture. So after the child completes the picture, after pasting all the bits of the paper, now the teacher may ask the child to count how many bits of paper have you used to cover your favorite fruit. And then here they may compare with each other, like somebody else has drawn a mango, and they can ask that how many bits of paper have you used to cover the picture, how many have you used. So this way they can do this counting up to 1 to 20. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Now I request Madam Amandeep Sandhu to present her designed model. A birthday party.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. The activity that I have taken up is celebrating birthdays at school. So as we all know, the children enjoy celebrating birthdays with their family and friends. And keeping this in mind, we may just give an activity where the children are asked to celebrate the birthday of one of our helpers in the school, maybe our security guard or the housekeeping ladies. So this helps in inculcating values, and at the same time, it helps in improving or enhancing the aesthetic sense of the learners. So maybe we will just celebrate the birthday of one of the helpers, and we will provide material to the children and ask them to prepare material for decoration in the classroom. So many would like to prepare balloons. Then maybe few would like to prepare birthday caps. Many children may have different ideas of creating other decorative items, maybe flowers, paper flowers. So children may count how many petals they have made, or maybe we can just put it as a bouquet where we can count how many flowers are there in this bouquet. Maybe we can make small packets of toffees where we can tell the children to count the strength in the class. So maybe how many toffees we need to be distributed in their class, maybe in the classroom beside theirs, or maybe in the staff room. So accordingly, the children may count and make these small packets so that the toffees may be distributed.
Now,
Thank you, sir.
So thank you, madam. Sir, I think this is around assignment number 1 and 2, I think.
only one, sir. Now we have the comparing numbers.
Okay, that is assignment 3 and 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Kindly mention the assignment number so that others will get a clarity.
Yes, sir. As already I explained in the beginning only, that is.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Every assignment, please tell the number so that they will have a clarity.
Yes, sir. Now comparing. Now, Madam Sunita Deshpande will present her module.
Yeah, again, I am going to present a game. So this we had been, as youngsters, we all had played this game. So this, you can have a variety in this. You can take tamarind seeds. They do not roll. So I did not have tamarind seeds. So I have taken chana. So what I will do is I will try to blow it. I will just accumulate all of them, and then I'll blow it. And then I will pick up without disturbing the others. At a time, only one I should pick up. Okay. And then after collecting enough, if I have disturbed the other one, then I should stop. So like this, if there are 5 or 6 of them sitting in the table, so all of them can do, and then they can compare who has got the highest. So there is a variety in this. So you can give them the group many different this thing, then pick up in fist, and they can show to others, they can compare. That is one more. I have put one more video that I will share with all of you. So you can have a variety for comparison in this game. So yes, I have done with.
Okay, thank you, madam. The next one is Sri Balakrishna Rao from KV number 1 Golconda is presenting and comparing numbers.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Balakrishna Rao from KV1 Golconda, headmaster. I am going to present an activity on comparing numbers more or less 100. It is like a kind of game or a competition that we can conduct among the students. We have a set of marbles in a container, and there will be a starting point. A teacher will be there who acts as a facilitator, and we can do it with a set of 3 students at a time, and they will be given a mug. They will be given a mug to collect these marbles from the container, and each time these 3 students, they will go together and they will collect the number of marbles, as many as they can collect in this jug from this container, and again they will come back to this starting position, and they will sit down and start counting the number of marbles that they have collected. And teacher will make a note of and they will give the number that they have collected. Teacher will make a note of the number that each child has collected, and we can have the comparison of the number of marbles collected by each student thereby, 3 students. Like that, this goes on. In this way, you can conduct this activity for all the students, and we can have a record of the activity done by the students in this manner. And once the complete class has finished, we have the data here, number here, and we can have a discussion among the students that who has collected more, whose number is close, and how many have collected equal number, and the concept of numbers and like continuous numbers are there. So much of so many points about the numbers can be discussed among the students once the activity is conducted. And this, like this, we can have the comparison of these numbers among, done by the students. This is a variety activity that children will definitely like it, and it's like a we can go away. It can be collected out of the classroom also. Children definitely they like it. They'll go to the ground and they do it, and this will be an interesting game, I feel. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Sri G.S. Murugan, HM from KV number 1.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, good afternoon to one and all. So, my assignment, my activity based on the assignment number 4. So, this is a new activity to compare till 100, more or less. Okay. So, there is a child called Kaniska. Kaniska's father has constructed a new house. They are going to have the housewarming ceremony very soon, means day or day after tomorrow or day after tomorrow. That Kaniska mother started to make a toran for the main door, because with the mango leaves, they wanted to make a toran. You know that is a auspicious occasion. The people used to have it, this mango leaves toran. So when mother started to do it, that Kaniska came, Madam, Mummy, what are you doing? That mummy told that I am preparing this toran for this main frame door. So she also helped. Okay. When after completing of the toran, she helped the mother to fix it on the main door of the frame. Immediately, that Kaniska asked one more question to mummy, that mummy, you are fixing for main door. What about the toran for the other door? Then immediately mummy said, okay, you can go and prepare it. Okay. Then she said, mummy, this door is a long door. Can I count the number of leaves on this main door toran? Immediately she started to count. Mummy, it has near about 25 leaves, mango leaves in this toran. So this next door is the small shorter door. That what should I do? And then I will remove I will less some of the mango leaves, and with 20 or 15 leaves, I will prepare one more toran. So immediately that Kaniska started to prepare the new toran for another door. So through this way, the Kaniska indirectly learned the concept of more or less. Okay. Without telling the concept of mathematics or something or more or less, the child was able to understand this more or less concept till the 100. So this is the way the teacher should teach indirectly. So this is my activity with respect to the assignment number 4. Thank you. Wish you all the very best.
Srinivasan sir, thank you. We have done with our group now.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Z.Ed Mysuru, for presenting it in a nice way. Madam, can we have a comment on this? Your suggestions, your views. Komal, madam.
Yes, thank you, sir. I think it was very nice. We are very, very happy to see such nice activities. The group, the teachers and the heads have really come up with so much thought and are able to also think very much contextually. It's a very nice experience for us at Jodo Gyan team also. And I think maybe one is that rather than feedback, we can just try to understand also, looking at how when we design an activity, why an activity becomes so nice. Even I think among ourselves as teachers, I can see some activities, people's faces suddenly lighting up. You can see a new chamak in their eyes, because there is something in that activity which connects with us so very well, so very deeply. So I think that's the kind of chamak, the light we want to see in our children's eye when we are doing the kind of activity. And I think we can, the last activity sir shared about Toran is just so beautiful, so beautiful. The comparison comes without talking about numbers at all. You are just making Toran, and the best thing is that you're actually doing something useful, for children, that they're really helping out mother. And we all know that children love to work with hands, and very nicely it can be connected with collecting mango leaves and identifying mango leaf, going to the mango tree nearby, finding out, and then picking up the leaves and then trying to thread it. And then, okay, this door is big. The idea of, the big and small, what we were talking in the morning, comes very, very subtly, without having trying to teach them directly. Look, this is big. Look, this is small. We're not doing any of those things. In the context, the child understand, oh, more leaves are required because the door is big, or less leaves are required, the door is small. So some of these aspects, which get connected so very easily, so very subtly. And the best thing is that he did not talk even once about numbers. He was always talking about leaves. And that is the most critical thing, which when we are designing an activity, we need to keep in mind, okay, how many leaves did we use for this door? Do we need as many leaves? We are not saying how many number of leaves we used, what number do you need? Because you don't need a number. What you need is leaves, or what ma'am did with the stick activity, how many sticks did you pick up? How many, how many chana you could blow off? So how many is the most critical question, when we talk about cardinality. I mean, if we don't use a word, it looks so heavy and so alien. In simple language, in which we can communicate with our teaching community, with our own teachers at our regions, at our school, is to the basic question in counting is how many. And human beings actually started counting when they had to answer how many. How many people are there in the house, how many people are there, how many people went out, okay, how many rotis do we need to make today, so, or how many flowers are there on my rose plant today? How many is a question, how many years old are you? So how many is a question, a basic question which connect with so many of children's daily experiences, So this is something which we can try when we do, when we are talking about creating counting experiences for our children, that all our activities are framed in how many. And when we talk about how many, the other second aspect of how many is that we are talking about the object, not about number. We are talking about either sticks, we are talking about leaves, we are talking about chana, we are talking about so many, we are, like ma'am made the mango bit, how many mango bits do we need? How many pieces, how many bits do we need to decorate our mango? Do we need more pieces to, you make a watermelon next day. Oh, did you use more pieces to decorate watermelon, or was your mango as big as your watermelon? And this question happens very, very, very naturally, and then you can, some child might have got more pieces in the watermelon, and some child might have got less pieces, and then there can be a discussion. Actually, in real life, the watermelon is big or is it small? And then children can, it opens up a new world. So even the idea of big and small comes through such conscious counting experiences, where we give such kind of support to our children. So that's something which we can very much keep in mind. Yes, Shubhamita, would you also like to add something?
I
Thank you,
think
madam.
you already shared, Komal, just one point which I really I like to highlight, that as we all know that we are talking about children of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years old, and they really connect with stories, context, and the way you build up stories and context through your activities. And also another aspect is game now. So developing games, as which you just shared, I think that picking up the sticks without disturbing other sticks, or you blow up or blow up chana or dal, and then you are trying to picking up chana and dal. So developing such games where, see here, counting is a very, very indirect part now. Number or counting is very indirect. Major involvement is game. How many sticks I can pick up without disturbing other sticks. We all played, many of us played this game in our childhood, and I think game is a platform where very unconsciously children really practice a democracy. Like, game is a platform now which actually talk about democracy, which actually gives a democratic platform now, because in game anybody can win. No, so game between children and game even in with parents, with grandparents, I think those experiences, if we can build up more and more, and we can create such situations more and more, that will be really something experience for our children. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. I think we can move on to the next group, which is the regions under ZIET Mumbai. Are you ready?
Yes, good evening all. Thank you, sir. We are ready, sir. I would like to request Bhartendu Pandey, sir, at first to his assignment is assignment number 4, designing activities for comparison more or less till 100. So I would like to present the screen. Bhartendu,
I am presenting activity 2, counting from 1 to 100. Counting from 1 to 100.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Just play the video. Say, already madam given the 5 parameters for the describing our activities. That first parameter is focus on children, joyful. Focus on children, joyful. At the just next slide, sir. Focus on children. We all know at the very morning children came to school with full of zeal. जब कभी बच्चा आता है स्कूल तो पूरे उत्साह के साथ आता है. वहाँ जैसा हम जानते हैं प्रोवर्ब भी है कि मॉर्निंग शोज द डे. Morning assembly is the mirror of the Vidyan. As we all know, children are fresh looking with full of energy at the very morning. And our responsibility to maintain it all the day. It is our responsibility, and that should be focused on the children. It is possible when joyful environment can be produced by ourselves, our teachers. The second parameter is a real situation. The real and authentic and real situation. The second slide, the real situation, that is either 4-section school. Sir, please show the second slide. Sir, please. There is a real situation that either in the 4-section school or 4 houses activity. कोई भी एक सेक्शन में भी 4 हाउसेज रहते हैं, हाउस में बांटा रहता है बच्चा, चाहे 2 सेक्शन का हो या 4 सेक्शन का स्कूल हो. The each sections have more than 100 students. Just we picture shows to get 100. कैसे हम 100 तक जाएंगे? Each and every child will speak their number. So next slide, sir. And authenticity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. And there are 4 sections: section A, section B, section C, section D. Each have just given a house dress in 25, 25, 25, 25. and they will continue the counting 20. After 25, they will 26, 27, 28, like that, 50, 51, 52, 53, like that, 71, 72, like 75, 76, like that, and they will reach up to the 100. Again, just it reverse, and just it will do the practice in the morning assembly also. That is one of the game. And yesterday where that is a stable concept, कुछ नंबर जो होगा वो स्टेबल होगा, उसमें हम वो भी पूछ लेंगे, उस रिपीट भी कर सकते हैं। जैसे 50 है तो दोनों ही तरफ से काउंट करेंगे तब भी 50 जो का क्यों आ जाएगा, तो एक वो भी कंसेप्ट आ जाएगा। इसके बाद क्लास 3 में फन विथ नंबर है। द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड सर, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। फन विथ नंबर है, उसमें बन्नी सब है, तो वो जो 2 जंप 3 जंप इस तरह का है। अगर मैं यहाँ पर 1 जंप करवाऊं and bunny start jumping 1 step each time and begin from 1 and reach at the 100, we can play with the game by the children. Each child will start from 1 and just give a spiral like this. ये चूना से अगर मैं स्पाइरल बना दूंगा और हर एक बच्चे को एक एक करके हम 1 से लेके 100 तक वहां तक पहुंचाएंगे। किसी का नाम बन्नी रख देंगे, किसी का फनी, किसी का अलग अलग नेम रख देंगे, ओरिजिनल नाम नहीं रखेंगे। तो इन दिस वे दे कैन काउंट, दे कैन प्ले एंड जस्ट लर्न द नंबर। एक गेम हो जाएगा बच्चों का, और इससे एक नंबर का जो कंसेप्ट है 1 से लेके 100 तक का वो जान जाएगा बच्चा। एक एक स्टेप बच्चे को आगे आगे बढ़ाना है। अभी 2 स्टेप करके नहीं बढ़ा देंगे, एक ही बच्चा नहीं कई बच्चों से ये एक्टिविटीज करवा देंगे। दिस इज वन ऑफ द गेम दैट कैन प्ले, दैट कैन गिव द लर्निंग कंसेप्ट ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स। तो ये इस तरीके से हम इसमें हम दे सकते हैं, और ये एक्टिविटी हम इसका दूसरा दिखा सकते हैं इस तरीके का। इसके बाद मैडम का था तीसरा जो चौथा, एजुकेशनल सिग्निफिकेंस से। एज वी नो मैथमेटिकल लर्निंग ऑकर्स इन प्रोग्रेशन। आज 1 नंबर सीख रहे हैं, 10 तक सीख रहे हैं, कल 11वां सीखेंगे, फिर 12वां सीखेंगे। तो एज वी नो मैथमेटिकल लर्निंग ऑकर इन प्रोग्रेशन सच एज मल्टी डिजिटल कैलकुलेशन। तो इस कंसेप्ट एजुकेशनल सिग्निफिकेंस इसका है। तो मल्टी डिजिटल कैलकुलेशन बच्चे को धीरे धीरे आ जाएगा इस प्रोग्रेशन में। मैथमेटिकल काउंटिंग स्किल इज द प्रिडिक्टर ऑफ लेटर मैथमेटिकल अचीवमेंट। बच्चे इस तरह से ये प्रिडिक्ट कर लेगा, पूर्वानुमान बना लेगा जैसे आगे बढ़ने का। इट ऑल्सो प्रिडिक्ट रेट ऑफ ग्रोथ इन द मैथमेटिकल अचीवमेंट। So these are the educational significance for the learning from 1 to 100. The role of language. When I was in Meghalaya, in this context, children can learn the counting in the different local language. In Meghalaya, the tribal language for counting in such a way, जैसे हम लोग 1 2 3 4 बोलते हैं हिंदू अरेबिक में, उसी तरह से वहां पर सा, गिनी, गिथम, द्री, लाइक दैट। तो वो उस लैंग्वेज को भी सीख लेंगे और करस्पॉन्डेंस कर लेंगे, मैग्नीट्यूड लेंगे, क्योंकि वहां पर 1 हम यहाँ बोल रहे हैं, वहां पर सा बोलते हैं, यहाँ 2 बोलते हैं। तो मेघालय का जो ट्राइबल है वहां का वो जो लैंग्वेज है, खासी, गारो, वो खासी का है हमारे कैसे, या गारो का है ये, गिनी, गिथम। तो लोकल लैंग्वेज जो है वहां का, रोल ऑफ लैंग्वेज इज वन ऑफ द मेजर थिंग, एंड दे कैन लर्न द अनदर कंसेप्ट ऑफ लैंग्वेज whenever we count. तो ये भी एक लोकल लैंग्वेज का जो रोल ऑफ लैंग्वेज है। तो हम जो सीखते हैं जो इंग्लिश में, देवनागरिक में, या हिंदू अरेबिक में, या रोमन में, तो वहाँ के लोकल लैंग्वेज में भी जो बाहर के आदमी वहाँ पर हैं वो भी वहाँ का लैंग्वेज सीख लिए। जैसे मैं खुद भी सीख लिया, तब तो मैं लिख रहा हूँ यहाँ सा, गिनी, गिथम, द्री, ये वहाँ का काउंटिंग है, नंबर है उसका 1 2 3 4 5 6 लाइक दैट। तो ये लैंग्वेज का प्रभाव हो गया। तो रोल ऑफ लैंग्वेज एंड द लास्ट पैरामीटर ऑफ योर, द कंटेक्स्ट इन विच दे लीव, द कंटेक्स्ट इन विच दे लीव। तो फॉर्मल जो हमारा मेन आज टॉपिक था, फॉर्मल एंड इनफॉर्मल काउंट। दिस फॉर्मल मैथमेटिकल नॉलेज increase the efficiency and fluency of prior informal mathematical knowledge. जो स्कूल से बाहर जो नॉलेज हम गेन करते हैं, दैट इज इनफॉर्मल मैथमेटिकल कंसेप्ट, जो हम अपने माता पिता, दादा दादी, जो वातावरण जो उससे जो सीखते हैं, तो वो दैट इज कॉल्ड इनफॉर्मल मैथमेटिकल नॉलेज। जो वहां पर काउंटिंग है, दिस फॉर्मल मैथमेटिकल नॉलेज increase the efficiency and fluency of prior informal mathematical knowledge and adjust with the surrounding environment and socio-economic conditions। तो वहां का जो बच्चा है, तो जो कंडीशन है उससे जो उसको साथ साथ उसके साथ भी स्कूल के साथ एडजस्ट होता है यहाँ के इन्वायरमेंट में, और अपना जो सोशियो इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन है उससे अलग हट करके एक जो सोशियो जो कंडीशंस बनता है स्कूल का फॉर्मल मैथमेटिकल नॉलेज का, यहाँ पर हम फॉर्मल मैथमेटिकल नॉलेज इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, उसकी एफिशिएंसी और फ्लुएंसी इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, है ना, उस इनफॉर्मल नॉलेज को फॉर्मल में बदलने पर। दैट्स ऑल। एंड द लास्ट, यावत जीवेत अधीयते विप्रः, जीवन पर्यंत सीखने को शिक्षा का आधार स्तंभ माना गया है। थैंक्स एंड गुड आफ्टरनून अगेन टू यू ऑल पार्टिसिपेंट्स। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. Sir, any other presentation of activity?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I would like to request Sushmita ma'am to present the next activity.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with the activity number 5. Sir.
4. Activity number 4.
Activity. Yes, ma'am. This is the name of.
No, sir, please come to activity 4. It is the main heading, sir. Sir, over here, it is an activity which states that as we go on counting steps, we find that there is a change when we are there in the playground, when we are there in the school building, and as when we are climbing the stairs. Every time the child finds that there is a difference in the number, because whatever he had seen, whatever steps he had counted in the playground may be different from whatever he found while climbing the stairs, or maybe in a plain surface. So here it is very important for a child to count every day's activity. These days many apps are there. When the child concludes the activity, he comes to know what is the difference between the area where he had passed through. So next slide. This is a parameter to show that the counting, that is our designing activity for counting till 100. As you can see, a scale has been given and the pointer is pointing towards 59. So here we can do two things. One is we can either go in an ascending order, like we can increase the number, at the same time decrease the number. If we move towards the right, after 59 the number is 60, which states that it is more than 59, while if we move towards the left hand side, it states that it is lesser than 59. So the concept of more or less is being highlighted through this activity, where we have taken a scale to show the number quality, more than 20 and less than 100. Yes, sir. So this is again, as Madam Komal Madam was just highlighting, along with Madam Shibomita, that children, they love games. No doubt, puzzle is also a type of game. If we highlight the activities through puzzles, maybe if a child, a keen child, he would like to place all the things very perfectly. If he skips, suppose here, if we skip number 95, then a proper wing may not be formed. So here, the child has to be very, very precise in pointing out how, in what way, in what pattern, in what direction the counting has to take place, so that he or she may get a proper picture. This is activity 3, picture puzzle, a great way to help children. Similarly, activity 4, by using different tools, as we had been doing it in the previous session also, it was said that we had taken pebbles, colorful pebbles were taken and they were put in the cup. Similarly, here we have taken numbers, we have taken pebbles, we have taken beans, blocks, to show that there is a change in the pattern. If you group them together, if you take all of them together, we will definitely be coming across different numbers, and these numbers may become either they may increase or they may decrease. Yes, sir. Here we are going with the concept of concept of addition. The child is asked to two children are asked to stand in one row, and their fingers, the fingers of the feet are being counted. So the first 2 feet will give us 10 number, the second will give 20 number, and so the pattern arises, and this can reach up to the whatever number the children are in our classroom. Pattern counting shows growing of items for visual counting. Various groups are made for more or less counting. Chart showing hands and feet of 5 or 10, glasses for 2, and tricycles for 3 are helpful for visual activities. So these are the visualizing activities which we come across. We have got a video for you. There is a video. What have you made?
So what is the short form of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan? KVS. How many blocks you have used? Count the blocks. Pratham. So total how many blocks you have used? What are the colors of the blocks? Pratham.
So as you can see,
so what is the short form of Kendriya?
So this activity is over.
Good afternoon. I have 20 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have done blue color and light blue color.
So we, sir, over here with these videos, we want to highlight that, as Komal madam had told in the morning also, that children love to play with blocks. The innovative idea behind here was the child is aware of alphabets. He knows, but the way he has formed the alphabet along with the blocks and making given a particular protocol for a particular theme, he just wrote down the KVS, but he doesn't know that KVS stands for Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, because he's aware of Kendriya Vidyalaya schools, but he is not aware of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan being a big name. So in this way, we can slowly and steadily inculcate an innovative idea so that the children can come to know, they can design, they can perform with blocks, or by orally saying a number soundfully, so that they can hear it at the back of their mind. It is there even when they are subconscious or when they are asleep. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, from ZIT Mumbai.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for your presentation. Madam, any comment on that? After your comment, we will move on to the next group. Komal, madam?
Komal, will you?
Komal is there.
Yes, she's here.
You can also give if you are.
I think, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Which we were talking also, talking about some, when we talked, we were discussing about designing activities and how do children connect. So, so here, if we see few activities, if the activities can be connected with some context, I think there was one context of number of children you have in your school. I think in class 1, if there are so many children are there, and then you can count the number of children. So some such context can be presented such a way which is very connected to children, and where children can, which is also very meaningful for children, because we know when we are talking about this age group children, we know that there are certain things with which children get connected. Maybe for us the objective could be teaching number or teaching numbers till 100, or maybe teaching addition. But for children, the purpose would be very different. Maybe for children, it could be the purpose, okay, we have 50 children in our class, and today, today the weather, I'm talking about a usual classroom, not online situation. The weather is really not good. It is raining very heavily. And if the teacher is starting a conversation, suppose, so many children have not come today. So what do you feel? All 50 children could not come today. Na? So how many children are there today? So it can, a conversation, a context which is very natural, very realistic to children. And then one child can check, maybe children can say, yes, we think maybe 35 children have come. Some children may say, ma'am, they can take out the name. Na? Ma'am, he, Rajesh, Rohan, Ananya, they did not came. So that's how children can take names. And then maybe one child can go and count each child and check how many children have come. So one point is maybe context with which children can connect. And also we are talking about experiential learning. We are talking about giving experience of counting, where children can touch and count few objects which are tangible. Like when children are, as you shared, children are walking in the ground or counting the steps, maybe counting the stairs. So some also along with that, if we can include some objects which are tangible, where children are counting one by one object, touching, counting, and having the sense, okay, this much is 58 and this much is 35, and hence 35 is smaller than 58, because we know only through experience we can see how much is 35 and how much is 58, and why 35 is smaller than 58. Komal, please add. Komal?
Yes, I think, yeah. Yes, sir. You wanted to say something?
Yes, madam. Please. Your comments, please.
Yes.
After that, we will move on to the next team.
See, so yes, I think Shubhamitra shared some of the things here. I think what we are trying to do is that, some of the activities which were shared this time, they are, where we are talking more about already children, more recognition kind of a thing, already a very much activity in which children are asked to count directly. I think that is the difference, either count directly or they are asked to, they're asked to, say for example, a number line kind of a thing, and that's much later, because already if children know counting in sequence through object, the way they see number line is more as, we have been at Jodogyan using number line for many, many years with grade 1 and grade 2 children, and that is where we come into the formal counting space, where actually children have had so many so numerous counting experiences with activities that you don't have to teach about number line. They actually can locate numbers on number line rather than reading off numbers, because many times when we do paper related activities, what we are expecting children is to read off numbers rather than actually experience the quantity aspect. I think what Tushaji also was talking about was quantification. And when we talk about number sense, the number sense of a child, emerges from this quantification, or what we call cardinality, or even easier, we call how many, So how many question is very critical, and if in any activity, the how many question needs to be very much situated in the context, rather than there are two ways in which we can look at making activities. One is that you want children to count and that you superimpose a context. Other one is that you feel that this context is something which children would connect with, which children would really enjoy. They would, want to do such a thing. And then you think of the ways in which the counting aspects can be subtly introduced. That, I think, that is a very, very critical thing, because many times what we do is that we superimpose a context, but they don't really actually emerge. The need for counting needs to emerge from the context in which children are. It is, even so what Shubhamita talked about is that when you say ki aaj barsat hai, aaj garmi hai, ya aaj kuch, there are various weather condition, various, it's a festival season, different kind of thing, or immediately after holidays, there is actually authentic context. We talked about authentic context. The most, I think, difficult tasks for a teacher is to actually choose authentic context. We are very much, as teachers, we can very much make counting activities, but to situate, look for authentic context is the real challenge which we as teacher community need to engage with. So that's something that we can keep in mind when we are designing activities.
Oh, thank you, madam. We are moving on to the next group, Ziad Gwalior.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. I'm Mamta Singh, Headmistress Kendra Vidyalaya, Air Force Station, Hindon. So I'm taking this activity number 1, designing activities for counting till 20. So during this pandemic time, I have used tomato as an object, which is easily available in our houses. So I'll just share one video. Yes.
Hello children, good morning. How are you all? Hope you're enjoying your days. Children, you can see tomato here. Yes, tomato and lime, right? I know you all like salad, don't you? Yes, we all like salad. And children, we should eat salad a day, Every day you should eat salad, not only with tomato but cucumber. You can use radish. And like this you can make your food tasty. Do you drink lime juice? Yes, you can add either sugar or salt in it. And this lime juice, it not only increases your taste, but also it is very necessary to have during the summer season, right? So have it either while eating your lunch, or you can use lime juice and you can drink. So with this, I just want to show you the activity. See, what's this? I'm just holding this one. This is 1 tomato, right? 1. Then this is 1 and the other is 2 tomatoes. Then again 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. So placing here. Okay. Then 1, again 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. Right? So I'm placing here 4 tomatoes. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm placing here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is 5 tomatoes, right? So here, how we can write 1? See this, you can see the structure of 1. So I'm just placing this is 1, 1. Okay, this is again will count 1 and 2. So see how 2 is written. This is 2 tomatoes. Then again 1, 2 and 3. See how I've written 3, 3. Again 1, 2, 3, 4 tomatoes. See, I've written 4. This is 4. Just paste it here. Then again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. See, I've written 5. Yes, this is 5. So again, I'll just count with you. This is 1, 1. This is again 1, 2, 1, 2. Again see 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 tomatoes. So like this we can introduce the singular and plural as correlation with English. Like 1 tomato, and we can say this is 2, 1 and 2, it is more than 1. So we can say tomatoes. So like this we can introduce counting with interdisciplinary approach as in English also, and teaching while teaching singular and plurals. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes, sir. This was my presentation. And like this, we can introduce like color concept also, red color, green color. So that's all, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Now, yes. Now I invite Shri Vivek Nima, sir, HMKV Devas for his presentation.
Thank you, madam. Is it visible?
Sir, please continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please continue, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mamta madam, and good evening everyone present here in this on the second day of workshop on foundational numeracy. Myself Vivek Nima, HM Kendriya Vidyalaya Devas.
Sir, you're not audible. Can you please? Sir, you're not audible enough.
Okay. Now I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Please continue, sir.
Okay. Thank you. On behalf of ZIT Gwalior, I am presenting an activity on assignment 1. The activity is counting of numbers from 1 to 20. A simple activity I have designed. Designing of activity on counting. I simply color the balls. Count and fill colors in the circle up to given numbers. We can make such balls on a sheet of paper and give to the students, different students, and we must give the instruction to the student. Now Kapil, color the 4 balls in yellow color, then another student give another task, and similarly we can make several sheets and distribute to the student to make them color to raise the difficulty level. We may give more work, like now color 4 more balls by green, then 2 by yellow, and so on. So likewise, the student will be able to color the balls without giving the numbers. Only instruction we will give to the student. They will count and color the balls with the specific colors we have described in the instructions. Here balls are given to color in the same way. Different shapes, flowers, animals, fruits can be given to count and color. In this activity, children will be able to count the balls, objects, and at the same time, they will also be able to recognize colors and shapes. So integrated with EVS, integration with language, art, and children will enjoy the coloring and also recognize the shapes, fruits, vegetables, and flowers. So this is all from my side today. Thank you.
Yes, next I invite Ritvik sir, Headmaster KV Mansoor, for his presentation. Yes, Ritvik sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Now I'm presenting. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So, my presentation is on assignment 3, design an activity for comparison, more or less till 20. Here is a simple activity with building blocks. Children love building blocks. They love to play with them and make many designs with blocks. So we ask 2 students to make designs with blocks. We first give them blocks less than 20 and tell them to compare the number of blocks. As you see, both the children make different designs and then compare both of them. Here are some examples. We can tell them so many activities in this way. जैसे कि हम उन्हें कह सकते हैं कि पहले उन्हें बराबर बराबर नंबर के ब्लॉक्स देते हैं, जैसे कि 10 ब्लॉक दे दिए, 10 से वो कोई डिजाइन बनाए, फिर अगर उन्हें और ब्लॉक्स चाहिए तो उन्हें पता चलेगा कि वी वांट मोर ब्लॉक्स, मोर देन 10, लेस देन 10. इस तरह से कई तरह से इनको हम करवा सकते हैं. That's all for my side.
Yes, sir. So on behalf of Zeet Gwalior, sir, thank you so much, and waiting for your valuable suggestions, sir. Ma'am Komal ma'am and Shubhamitra ma'am.
Madam Komal madam, please.
Yes, thank you.
So that we can move on to the next group, madam. 2 more groups are left out. Komal madam, please.
Yes, thank you, sir. We were thinking there was another presentation. Yes. So I think one thing which is very, kind of very critical, when we talk about foundational numeracy, is the role of concrete objects for counting, and also continuous counting. That is very important. And rather than using demonstration or paper pencil kind of thing, if we think of designing activities in such a way that children are actually touching things, which Shubhamitra also talked about. See, the idea of the foundational numeracy is to move away from the way we have been teaching mathematics for so many years. The idea, this document, why it is so critical, why Ushaji was talking and praising the document so much, is that we are looking at numbers, we are looking at numeracy in a very different way. This numeracy is not dependent on just number writing and recognition. That's how for so many years, our maths, the way our maths has been designed has been like that. The kind of maths we've been teaching to children has been focusing a lot on recognition and writing. And so what we are trying to do is trying to actually create a new conversation. The new NAP is trying to create a new conversation where how children learn numbers, how children develop, numeracy is considered to be a very, very different process, a very entirely different process from writing of the number or recognition of the number. And in that process, the use of concrete object in a meaningful context, I think both these things are very, very critical, where children are actually counting with objects, and we are not using a demonstration approach, because for a long time, I think as teachers, all of us have used demonstration. Okay, this is 1 pencil, this is 2 pencil, this is 3 pencil, this is 4 pencil. Rather than that, like one of you also said in the morning, we have actually done so much of counting of pencils and copies in our class. We need to really think of something which makes which is, again, I'm using the word, which is authentic, where there is a need. Why do you have to actually count tomatoes? What is the purpose? I think the whole point is that rather than trying to show this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, actually children, even when you count object, it has to be in a sequence, that you are counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, as per the group of things which you have, rather than actually segregating it as 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 separately. And also, I think we need to see that when we are doing any counting, it can be, You know, it can be copies counting also in an actual situation, but it has to be authentic. You know, सारे बच्चों ने copy submit करी या नहीं, एक बार देख लें क्या? You know, like we have to check whether everyone has submitted a copy. So you are not saying counting copies for counting sake. You're not doing counting for counting sake. That is the most critical thing. You know, till now we have been teaching numbers for teaching numbers sake. Now we have बच्चों को number सिखाना है. But when we are doing these activities, हम बच्चों को number सिखाना है से नहीं आ रहे हैं. We are changing the purpose for the teacher also. We are not only changing the purpose for children, the purpose for teaching numbers has also changed for the. We're not teaching numbers for number sense. What we are doing is we are trying to create a number sense in which children experience number, think about number, use numbers as a tool. You know, once we understand that number is a tool, it is not. It is something which we use to act on a situation, which we use to make sense of a situation, rather than counting for because the teacher has asked us to count. So that's something I think which we need to keep very much in mind. And also I think we need to create context in which children are counting beyond 20. Again, authentic context in which children are counting beyond 20, because like the way, one of the activities came, you फूक मारेंगे, you blow the chana. So there is a possibility that you will end up counting beyond 20, maybe up to 40, up to 50. Even for children, today I blew this much only. Tomorrow I'll try to blow really, really hard. So they are also practicing and then they do it. So I think we also need to maybe think, because not many activities which are counting beyond 20 are coming. See, what also happens is that many of the activities, when we're talking about coloring and other things, it's been very, very much part of our old practices of, making worksheets for children. While what we are doing is that worksheet can only be a follow-up to what we are doing rather than starting from the worksheet itself. How do we actually, like for example, that Toran was a very nice activity where you are counting, and later on you can actually ask children to draw a Toran with 18 leaves, with 25 leaves. You're doing a hall with 30 leaves. So the activity is the thing, and the worksheet is actually an outcome of the worksheet is an outcome of the activity rather than giving an worksheet for its own sake. And also when we're talking about foundational numeracy, it's very important that we are talking about each and every number, because many of the things are talking about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We are here talking about how do you actually count numbers in sequence with real object and an authentic purpose. So these are few things which we can try to keep in mind when we are designing activities. Shubhamita, please.
I'll take few minutes, just maybe few seconds. Like as we see as an organization, as Jologan, maybe in the context of today's situation, context of foundation numeracy, NEP, today we all are meeting together, and this is a platform for thinking together now. So it's not only designing the activity, rather seeing the activities with a very different perspective. So the same activity, like when you were sharing the activities, like some more possibilities coming into my mind. Like I was thinking maybe we can also do like, okay, I have to make some lemonade, and all the lemons and tomatoes are kept in a bowl together. So will you help me? Will you help me to sort out? And just see that how many lemons are there, so that will it be enough for me, sufficient for me to make lemonade for maybe 5 people who are coming. So this is an authentic context which is very real for any household. And then children can sort out the lemons and children can count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They may have difficulty in one-to-one correspondence where teacher can always support. Maybe we can also ask that, okay, I'm playing I have a spin wheel, I'm playing as music, and the spin wheel says it's number 8. I'm just thinking aloud. And if it is number 8, then you have to go until the music stops. You have to go and collect 8 spoons from your kitchen. And then you have to play, or 8 things, 8 objects from your kitchen. You have to create a music with that. Or maybe if it is 5, the spin wheel says the number is 5. You have to go and collect 5 red objects from your house. That can be anything. So the same counting, but little more engagement, little more contextual.
Oh, thank you, madam. Before we move on to the next group, I wish to announce that we are having our Honorable Joint Commissioner training has joined with us, Sri N.R. Murali sir. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome to the presentation. And here, out of the 5 groups, 3 groups have already presented. We are moving on to the 4th group. Can we have Ziad Chandigarh group now, please?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, one and all present here. From Ziad Chandigarh group, this is Mritu Sharma. I'm presenting the activities designed for teaching counting. For this, I have prepared a video which I would like to share with all of you. The prerequisite for conducting this activity in the class, is you have to prepare a hut like this, and you can give these copies to the children, and cuttings like these things, which are you can see on the left hand side of the screen. To start with the activity, what you can say that children, you all are holding a piece of paper which is having a heart, and now we have to decorate this heart with the cuttings which I have given you in the your kit. Means the teacher has to prepare a kit for every student which has these number of cuttings. So with the teacher will say that out of, because the color of all these strips are different, the teacher will say that please find out a color which is single in number, one in number. Please find out so that we can decorate our home. So for the wall, so the children, they will paste glue on this thing, and they will find out this is only red color strip. They have only one red color strip. So what they will do, they will paste it like this. So after that pasting, the teacher will again say, please find out the two color cuttings. Out of all this bunch, two the color which is having in 2 number, so that we can make the windows. So out of all these things, that children, they will find 2 colors, the color which is having 2 cuttings, the color which is having 2 cuttings. So for this, with the help of this, we will prepare the windows. And then after pasting it like this, the teacher will say that now we have to make the door. So please find out the color which has the 3 things in it. So that the children, they will find, you don't have to write the number here. The children, they can write it afterwards. You just have to give the cuttings, the kit to the children. They will find these number of cuttings. So with these cuttings, they will decorate the front door by pasting the glue on this thing and putting it like this. Then the teacher says that once you have pasted the door, you have made the window. Now let us draw the tree also. Is there any cutting, any color cutting which has 4 things? So the children, they will try to find out. They will find out these. So with the help of these 4 small cuttings, we will prepare a tree near the heart. So the children, they will be putting up these cuttings like this and preparing a tree near the heart. And when the tree is ready, actually I'm going little fast because of the time. Otherwise, we can take enough time for the children. The teacher is required to give time to the children. Then we'll say, find out the cuttings for making the roof of the house. They are in number 5. So the children, they will find out these number of cuttings in it, and then they will be placing these cuttings on the roof. And after that they'll be asked to put at the flowers, that we can make the leaves. They are 6 in number, so we'll say that this is 6 leaves and flowers. So the concept of 6, and after that we will say, this is because I'm not technically so good, so I need to present another video for that to continue with that. After placing this, we can say that जो भी घर में मेरे पास इस वक्त अवेलेबल था, वो एक छोटे छोटे से ये स्टिकर थे बिट से, कि to give the number 7, we can say that this is the wall of the outer wall of the heart. Then we can say that is there anything, is any color left with which is 9 in number? So that is clouds. So we can put the blue color, take out the blue color, and the child will find out the blue color, and they will paste the clouds on that. So जब वो clouds लगा दे, raindrops के लिए here I have used mirror. Raindrops, ये जो clouds हैं, we have 8 in number, and then raindrops, for raindrops I've used mirrors. They were present in the house. So raindrops are coming from the clouds, so the child can place these mirrors, and with this activities we can teach counting using the objects. I'll take another 2 minutes time for sharing one more activity, and that activity is either, because I couldn't make a wheel. Actually, I wanted to make a wheel with having 9 numbers with an arrow, and then I'll be asking each of the child to come and rotate the wheel. So whatever number will be coming on that arrow, the child will be asked to take the pebbles from like this, and then he or she has to put that pebbles into the tumbler. So the child, for example, or you can use the dice also. If you can't have the wheel right now, I couldn't have both the things available at home. Neither I have the wheel nor have the dice, but then the child can come and he or she can put the dice, and then whatever number which comes, the child will ask to pick out the pebbles, and then the count 1, 2 number has come. So they can learn the counting through these activities. And now from my Z Chandigarh group, I would like to invite Mr. Sandeep from Gurgaon region for his presentation. So over to Sandeep for his presentation.
Thank you, madam. I am Sandeep Kumar, HM from Kendriya Vidyalaya Rohtak. I will take assignment 3. Okay, let me present.
Sandeep, your presentation has stopped.
I'm trying.
Present it again. Yeah. Or should I present it from my end, or you can explain it, Sandeep?
Oh, yes, madam. Yes, that's better.
Okay. Dear friends, because it's in our group today, we discussed it. So I'm presenting from my end for and the explanation will be given by Sandeep. First of all, I'm presenting designing activities for 1 to 20. Sandeep, please explain, and whenever you say next, I will move on to the next slide.
Okay, I will explain assignment 3, ma'am. Please. Assignment 3.
No, you can present this also, Sandeep. This is also good activity.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, this is counting from 1 to 20. Okay, next, madam. Please change the slide. So you can see other magnetic counting fish games. So we can teach students with the help of games like that. We will call let's play games with magnetic fishes. Catch the fish with your magnetic fish rod. Oh, wow. How many fishes you caught? Awesome. You caught so many. Then children will count how many fishes they have caught. So by this, we can teach them countings. जितनी भी उन्होंने काउंट की होगी वो उसको काउंट करेंगे, जितनी उन्होंने उसमें फिश उन्होंने पकड़ी होगी वो उसको काउंट करेंगे. नेक्स्ट मैडम, काउंटिंग स्टेप्स. क्लोज योर आईज, पिक वन फिश, थिंग्स फ्रॉम द बॉक्स. नाउ ओपन योर आईज, what there in your hands. Now let's see who picked more things in one time. How many shapes in your hands? How many color in your hands? And then children will count shapes and colors. So by this they will learn counting. Counting with leaves. Another activity we can perform, counting with leaves. Let's play in the garden. We will take the children to the outside in the garden. Collect dropped leaves from the garden. Have you collected? Now let's see who is the winner of today's game. Count your collected leaves. बच्चे अपनी अपनी जो लीव्स उनको काउंट करेंगे, देन वो डिसाइड करेंगे कि विनर कौन है. Let's see who will collect the most. Next is counting with buttons, beads. Let's play game. Pick button by left hand and then by right hand. In which hand you have more buttons? So by which they will count, and counting again they will count, and we will give them a basic idea regarding the numbers. Counting with wooden ice cream sticks, matchsticks. हम जानते हैं कि बच्चे जो है बड़ा पसंद करते हैं आइसक्रीम्स को. Then we will play the game with the ice cream sticks. Let's play. Make the bundles of sticks which you like by thread. Can you break the bundle? Oh, you are so small to break the bundle. Now let's see who had made the big bundle. Count the stick in your bundles. So by this we can give them the countings 1 to 20. Okay, please play activity 3, madam. Okay, designing activities for comparison more or less till 20. The topic is same, games is same, but the little हमने उसी में थोड़ा चेंज किया है कि बच्चे जो सेम जो गेम खेलेंगे उसमें थोड़ा चेंज होगा. Let's play game with magnetic fish. Catch the fish with your magnetic fish rod. 2 students will come forward to catch the fish. Oh wow, how many fish you caught? Awesome, you caught so many. Let's see who caught more. सेम उसमें हम उसमें कंपैरिजन करेंगे कि किसने ज्यादा फिश पकड़ी है, किसने कम फिश पकड़ी, किसने ज्यादा फिश पकड़ी. Comparison with your fist. Close your eyes. Pick 2 fish things from the box. Now open your eyes. What there in your hands? Now let's see in which hand you picked more things. Again they will count from their hands and they will comparison कि कौन से हाथ में उन्होंने ज्यादा जो है जो चीजें हैं वो पकड़ी हैं. Comparison with leaves. Same activity. Let's play in the garden. Collect dropped leaves from the garden. Have you collected? Now let's see who is the winner of the today's game. Count your collected leaves. Let's see who will collect the most. Let's see who will collect the least. हम उसमें फिर बाद में काउंट करके देखेंगे किसने कम पकड़ी है, किसने ज्यादा लीव उनके पास. Comparison with buttons, beds. Same activity जो हमने पहले डिस्कस की थी. Let's play game. Pick buttons by left hand, then by right hand. In which hand you have more buttons? The same activity that we have performed later. Let's play. Make 2 bundles of sticks which you like by thread. Can you break the bundles? Oh, you are so small to break the bundles. Count the stick in your bundles. In which bundle you have more sticks. Okay, by this we can give them clear idea regarding the more or less. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Madam, is it any other activity left out from Z.H. Chandigarh? Can we move on to the next group, please? Okay. Thank you, Z.H. Chandigarh. Kamal, madam, what we can do is...
Yeah, that's what Shaji, sir, can I say a few things and then we can move on very briefly?
Okay, madam, please.
Yes. So, Sai, thank you so much, Chandigarh team. I think you have really made a nice attempt to bring objects, to count things. That was very nice, in that attempt. There are, and I think the context was nice. Like we talked about counting of the fish and other things, and even decorating the house. Only thing we can do is that create little more free experiences, little free, you are giving very complete directions. You do like this, you do like this, So when we talk about, creating a purpose for children, there has to be a little space for them to think, to, have variations. Like even this decorating the house is a very nice thing. You give a picture to children and ask them to decorate. Now, when you ask them to decorate, we need not define everything inside the house to be decorated in one particular way. What we can do is that, like I think in one of the groups it happened, that ask them to cut out some paper or colorful paper, some colorful paper or some newspaper, make some cutting and then paste it and then count the pieces. And you can also ask them that, okay, this is a house. You can actually create a scenery around the house. Like in this, you've already given a tree and then you are thinking of clouds. That will give children to use their own imagination, like what we talked about, art and craft getting integrated. So there will be also variations within the same activity of different children, and then they can count. And in this particular case, the counting will also go beyond 20 to 30, 40, even up to 50, the kind of picture you give. Actually, it's a very good idea that give one thing. And, like you can also give one tree and say, oh, this is a tree in the jungle. We could only take the picture of the tree. Now, can you create the whole jungle? Or this is one animal, or this is one, person we saw on the street, or one shop we saw on the street. Can you create how the street would look like? It can be very simple things. It may not be maybe street. It might be too difficult for young children. But thinking of, simple context, it's a very good idea of giving one thing and actually using paper cutting to make rest of the picture. So there is a space for children to think, to add things or what they want, and there will be so much variation. I'm sure ma'am is nodding, Mridu ma'am is nodding her head that she can already imagine that how children can think, so much creativity will come rather than doing it only one way, So, when we're creating purpose, this free space is very, very critical for our children. And similarly for other activities which sir presented, the activities were nice. Only thing is that if we can connect them with some purpose, rather than a competition between one child and the other child, it can be within your own self, that how many more pieces, did you use less pieces, did you use more pieces, that can happen within it, like even you can make a table like the way we did. Oh, I used 50 pieces, you used 40 pieces. Okay, now, Mridu ma'am wants to make her picture as Mridu ma'am used 43 pieces and Neeta ma'am used 50 pieces. So Mridu ma'am thought, okay, let me also put the pieces, as many pieces So how many pieces do you think you need to put more? You know, very simply, without competition. Because when we talk about competition, we're always focusing on more. You know, but you can actually do comparison without competition. That I think somewhere there is a misconception that comparison has to be done in alignment with competition. Comparison can be like we did, you know, muthi mein itna hai, second time will it be the same? So you are comparing without any competition. So we can think, you know, because we also want to inculcate a sense of togetherness, you know, especially, I mean, of course, this is online scenario, but even outside that, you know, children are so far off, and even when we are designing activities, how do we actually bring children together that they look forward to it, you know, finding things which are equal, trying to make things which are equal, and just very simply saying, oh, they use these many pieces, oh, these many children use actually same number of pieces to make their jungle or make their scenery. So the kind of conversation which you will have will be very, very different in the class. That is very critical, you know, how we generate conversation, because when you ask them to do things on their own, they will also have a story to tell you what they thought. And we want children to speak, and later on it can also be connected with writing, you know, that they try to write what they made, what they thought when they were making. So these are very much interconnected, you know, articulation and then writing later on in the that.
Komal ma'am,
Yes, yes,
I want to add something. I want to show a simple demo activity from Chandigarh. I am from Chandigarh only.
So, Srirasan sir, do we have the time? I was just looking at the time here.
One more group is there.
Yeah.
Ma'am, just see. Are you able to see?
Srinivasan sir will tell us.
Yes. If you can, very quickly, please do it.
Haji sir. So Chandigarh region, one activity has been left now that I am showing. Are you able to see the camera?
No. नहीं सीमा.
अब दिख रहा है? I am connecting from mobile. Is it able to see? No.
Can we come back to you?
Okay, sir. I will show after 5 minutes.
Okay, madam. Okay, we will move on to Z. Bhuneshwar. Please.
Ma'am, thank you so much, Komal ma'am. I'm feeling humbled for your nice comments, ma'am.
Okay,
thank you so much. Feeling humbled.
Thank you all the participants of Z. Chandigarh. We move on to Z. Bhuneshwar.
वो क्यों नहीं दिख रहा? इसमें क्यों नहीं दिख रहा?
Please.
तो कह रहा था दिखेगा. दिख.
Z. Bhuneshwar, you can start.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Yashika, madam, please continue.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. After a very interactive session in morning, we also try to create an activity. So I just share my presentation. 1 second. Is it visible to everyone?
You have to start.
Okay, sir. Actually, if I talk about my surroundings, I'm in Northeast, or here I can see many trees and many plants. So I just choose an activity from my surrounding. I think this is the first activity that could be done here. I just collect some pictures of plants from my school garden. We can do this activity in this way. Make 2 groups of students. Now tell them, take a round of your school garden and look at the plants which are smaller than you and which are bigger than you. Okay, now students just take a round of the school or school campus. After some time, when both groups come to us, just ask them, what do you think? Plants which are bigger than you are more, or which are smaller than you are more? जब वो सराउंडिंग्स में अपने पूरा लेकर आएंगे एक राउंड, तो वो खुद ऑब्जर्व कर पाएंगे कि कितने प्लांट्स उनसे छोटे हैं, उनकी हाइट से छोटे हैं या फिर उनकी हाइट के इक्वल हैं, और कुछ प्लांट्स जो हैं उनकी हाइट से लंबे हैं. Here you can see plants bigger than the child. I also write some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. ये कुछ just मैंने examples लिए हैं. Actually in my campus here I have 5 small gardens और इतने सारे plants यहाँ पर हैं, तो I think मेरे स्कूल में मैं activity अच्छे से करवा सकती हूँ students के साथ. Again next slide अगर हम देखें, plants smaller than the child.
Madam, are you presenting something? We are not able to see anything.
You are not able. Okay sir, 1 second, I am presenting.
Please try to present once again.
Okay, okay sir. I am presenting. 1 second.
Ma'am, if you are having difficulty, some other member from your team can also present if they also. Okay, we can see now.
Now you.
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Then it got cut.
Now you can.
No, it started actually, but.
Okay. Okay. Here you can see I just collect some pictures of plants from my school garden. Now I'm just saying that make 2 groups of students.
Yes. Continue, madam. Please continue.
Still,
Ma'am, you are not audible now.
I feel you are having some problem in presenting. Yashika madam, you are having some problem in presenting, it seems. Can we move on to the next person then? Next person from Z.Ed Bhuneshwar group, please take over. Hello? Yashika madam?
Yeah.
Any other person from Z.Ed Bhuneshwar?
Next, Bandana madam will present the second activity. Bandana madam, please you start.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Madam, you start, please.
Ask Yashika madam to stop her presentation.
Yes, sir. That is what, sir. Yasika ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
She is having some connectivity problem.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Bandana madam, you can continue.
Okay. A very good evening to one and all present here. I am Bandana Das Conwar, HN KV Khanapara of Guwahati region, and I'm presenting on from group 1, Jedi to Bhubaneswar group. And my task is to design counting activities. First, I'll present. So my task is to present designing counting activities from numbers from 1 to 20. So numbers from 1 to 20. That is for class 1 and 2 actually in KVs. So counting various quantities is the foremost human activity in which children engage at the very beginning of a very tender age. The purpose of counting is to assign a numeric value to a group of objects. Now what is counting? So today we had a session also. All the 3 madams have highlighted about counting. Counting can be defined as the act of determining the quantity or the total number of objects in a set or a group. In other words, to count means to say numbers in order while assigning a value to an item in group, basis on one-to-one correspondence. Counting numbers are used to count objects. So keeping in view of the online mode of teaching, I have designed activities which can be done during the online classes. Here I have mainly taken the help of some of the pictures where the students will observe the pictures and they will observe what are there in the pictures, and then they will count the number of objects, what are the objects are there in the picture, and then they will count the number of objects also. So in the picture, it's a story from the cat seller and the monkey. So here we can find here that students will see what is there in the picture, they will see the monkeys are there, and then they will see the mangoes are there, and then the caps are also there, and then they will count. So finally, after counting the objects, they will then numerically represent the number. Then in the second picture, I have taken an open field where the students are playing outdoor games, that is the kite. And here they will get an idea of the outdoor games also, and then they will see what are they playing. And here the students are flying kites. So how many children are there, they will count it, and accordingly they will know that 1, 2, 3, 4 means after counting they will come to represent numerically the number 4, and then they will also count the number of kites which are there. And finally, the next picture also, it goes like this: a balloon man with beautiful balloons, different colors of balloons. They will have the concept of colors also from here. And the children are joyfully playing around the balloon man. And here also they will count the number of balloons, how many balloons are there. Then some birds are also flying over there. They will also count here. And again, some flowers are also there. So they will count how many flowers are there in the hands of the girl. And finally, they will come to know the number 5. So again, the 7th also similar. I've given the pictures only. Likewise, it will continue like this only. Like here, they will come to know how many people are going over. They will get to know the scene of the village also, going to the marketplace. And the next one is our garden with butterflies and colorful flowers. They will count the number of butterflies. They will count the number of flowers given over here. And they will also count the number of apples that is on the tree. So they will start developing the counting of the numbers and represent it numerically. And then finally, again, 8 also, they will, since my number is from 1 to 20, so it will keep on continuing like this only. And I have made my slide till 10 only. So here also I have given a beautiful garden with lots of flowers. They will count how many flowers are there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They will know how to count one by one and represent it numerically. So again, from this, we can again ask them, suppose we can show these activities to them, and then we can ask them to name the objects that they can see over here and write the number in the circle. So that way also they will be able to say, as well as they will be able to count also. So I have given some of the activities where both they will be saying and they will be counting and writing the numbers in the circle. And finally, so this is all about my activities. And from this, I have actually used pictures, counting from pictures actually. And from these activities, they will develop their observation skill. It is also integrated with English. They will know what are the objects in the picture, and they will be counting also. And this will develop the skill of counting and representing numerically. And they will also develop color concept. And this is all about my presentation. And thank you.
Oh, thank you, madam. Any other presentation from Z. Bhuvaneshwar?
Now, sir, I can present my presentation.
From which, madam? Yashika. Okay, you can try, madam, please.
Sir, I can present now. Yes,
madam.
sir.
You try, madam, please.
Okay, I'm now sharing my screen. My screen is visible?
Yes, madam, right now you continue.
Okay, I'm just telling about, I just collect some pictures of plants from my school garden. We can do this activity in this way. Just make 2 groups. One second, just make 2 groups of students. Now told them take a round of your school garden and look at the plants which are smaller than you and which are bigger than you. After some time, when both groups come to us, just ask them, what do you think? Plants which are bigger than you are more, or which are smaller than you are more? they just told us that we have to count. हमें यही बच्चों को कॉन्टेक्स्ट लेना है कि हमें काउंटिंग की जरूरत है। जो आज मैंने लर्निंग करी यही मैंने सीखा कि बच्चों को पर्पस पता होना चाहिए कि उन्हें काउंटिंग क्यों करनी है। जब वो एक स्कूल का राउंड लेकर आएंगे, जब वो देखेंगे कि प्लांट्स हैं, तो कुछ स्टूडेंट्स बोलेंगे कि नहीं हमसे ज्यादा बड़े प्लांट्स हैं स्कूल में, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स बोल सकते हैं कि नहीं हमसे छोटे प्लांट्स ज्यादा हैं। तो उन्हें नीड होगी कि हम कैसे पता लगाएं कि प्लांट्स कितने हैं। तो they can say we have to count. Now here you can see plants bigger than the child. I just try to put some counting here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on. So students now count the plants and then they can told about the smaller plants and the bigger one. 1 से लेकर 20 तक की काउंटिंग के लिए हम ये वाली एक्टिविटी बच्चों के साथ यूज कर सकते हैं। इसके अलावा I also try to make another activity, activity 2. Here you can see the name of students. स्टूडेंट नेम, ये बच्चों के लिए कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग हो सकता है कि एक डिस्प्ले बोर्ड हम स्टूडेंट का लगाएं क्लासरूम के अंदर। वी कैन प्रिपेयर अ डिस्प्ले बोर्ड स्टूडेंट्स नेम, जस्ट प्रोवाइड देम सम ब्लैंक, purposefully try to give them more or less फ्लैश कार्ड। जितनी उन्हें जरूरत है उससे ज्यादा फ्लैश कार्ड दे दें या फिर जितनी उन्हें जरूरत है उससे कम। लाइक फर्स्ट नेम इज प्रिया। अब प्रिया के जो वर्ड है मतलब ये नेम है उसमें 5 अल्फाबेट्स हैं, तो हमने उन्हें 5 से ज्यादा फ्लैश कार्ड दे दिए या 5 से कम दे दिए, या हमने 5 से कम दिए तो स्टूडेंट अपने आप ही आके बताएंगे कि नहीं मैम हमें 2 मोर फ्लैश कार्ड्स और चाहिए। इसी तरह आशीष नेम का कोई स्टूडेंट है, ASHISH, इसमें हमें 6 फ्लैश कार्ड्स चाहिए, तो स्टूडेंट्स को हमने 8 फ्लैश कार्ड्स दे दिए। सो 8 फ्लैश कार्ड्स देने के बाद वो अपने आप रियलाइज करेंगे नहीं 2 फ्लैश कार्ड ज्यादा है, यहाँ तो हमें सिर्फ 6 फ्लैश कार्ड की जरूरत थी। तो इस तरह से एक इंटरेस्टिंग एक डिस्प्ले बोर्ड भी बच्चों के नेम का क्रिएट होगा, उन्हें अच्छा भी लगेगा कि हमारे नेम का एक डिस्प्ले बोर्ड क्लासरूम में लगा हुआ है, और साथ ही वो ये भी जान पाएंगे हमें काउंटिंग की यहाँ पर नीड थी। ओके, थैंक यू सो मच, दैट इज ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड। Thank you.
Thank you, Ziyad Bodeshwar group.
Sir, I am there. I have to present.
Yes, Deepak.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I am Deepak Adhikari, HMKV number 134 under Guwahati region. I am representing Jayat Bhubaneswar. I have the activity. I have to design activities for comparison, more and less till 20. The purpose of the activity to play away to give the knowledge of more and less, and it is real life situation activity, and educational significance is that children will come to know about more and less without knowing the mathematics behind it. So I am presenting my screen. Is it visible, sir?
Sir, please continue. Please continue, sir, please.
Okay. Comparing numbers. Comparing numbers is an important part of building a student's number sense. Number sense is ability for a child to recognize a number, its value, its relationship with other numbers. This relationship, actually the relationship means the comparing of number. In my case, it may be greater than, or it may be less than, or it may be more or less. And after knowing this relationship, children will be able to put them in a group, in a order. More or less, before doing this activity, comparing the numbers, it is important that it is thought that children already know the number concept up to 20. Then only we can give the concept of more and less. So before working with this, children must know the number concept up to 20. So I have designed the activity for more or less. So the activity is like this. Can you see the picture here?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. What the children are doing? Actually, they are collecting some fruits under a tree. Okay. In this time in Assam, you can see everywhere one fruit that is common in the school garden, in the roads. That is in Assam, it is called bogori, or say it is Indian plum or bear. Okay, it is common in every school in Assam. So in this contest, in keeping in view of my school, I have designed this activity. Teacher will take the children to the garden. They will play, talk, and enjoy the beauty of the garden. The Indian bear tree, that is bogori, it is called here, in the garden have full of ripe fruits on it. The teacher will shake the tree and ask the children to collect the fruits. They will enjoy and collect as much as they can. So after collecting this, teacher will ask them to arrange them in dry leaf because they are in the garden. So there are many leaves there. They will collect. Suppose the name of the children is Hema, Mintu, and Neetu. So they will arrange them in this way, which I have shown in the picture. One has collected 5, another 7, another 12, like that. Then the teacher will ask some questions. Okay, who got how many? Suppose Hema got 11. They will come from the counting. Neetu got 5 and Mantu got 7. Another question, collected the highest bogari. Who collected the highest number of, who collected the highest bogari? Then definitely the children will say that Hema has collected the highest. Who collected the least? Then from the grouping only, we can say that Neetu have collected the less. Who has more, Hema or Neetu? From the vision itself, from the eyes itself, without counting, we can say that Neetu has more than, Mintu has more than, Hema has more than Neetu. Again, who has collected more than Neetu but less than Hema? In this will be little high order thinking questions. But those students who are in higher order thinking group, they will enjoy this question. Who has collected more than Neetu but less than Hema? And how do you know? आपको कैसे पता चला? So definitely they will see from the leaf. Okay, from the group only, it is distinctly visible that Neetu, the number of this fruits Neetu have is less and Hema is more. So this approach will help the children to know which one has more and which one is less. In this way, we can give the idea of more or less, and even we can give the example of their means of transport also. If we ask the children how they come to school, some will definitely say we'll come on motorcycle, some will auto rickshaw, some by car and some by bus. Then we can put the questions. So in motorcycle, how many person can come? They definitely they have the experience that 2 persons are coming or 3 persons are coming. And then those children are coming in auto rickshaw, we can ask how many are coming in your auto rickshaw. Then definitely they will say that 4 or 5 persons are coming. In car, in that way they will reply 4 or 5. In bus, they will say 30, 20 like that. In this way also we can ask them that if many people are coming, then which vehicle we should use. Then definitely they will reply bus. If only 2 persons are coming to school, then which vehicles they should use? Then definitely they will say motorcycle. If 3 or 4 persons are coming, then which vehicle we should use? Then definitely they will say car or auto rickshaw. And all these replies it come from their personal experiences. Thank you.
Thank you to all the participants of Z Bhuvaneshwari team. Now can we over to Komal madam for a consolidated remarks. Komal madam, please. Komal madam? Or
yes, Shubhamita, would you like to start? Shubhamita, yeah, please.
Mr. Srinivasan, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Srinivasan, I have noticed many people are leaving. It
no,
is
sir,
number.
they are having some connection problem, sir. They will come back.
Okay.
They are going and coming, sir. They are having connection problem. They are leaving and they are joining once again. Hello?
Sir, I wanted to show a simple demo activity.
Madam, we will wait for them. They are ready. That madams are ready for giving their reply. Please wait, madam, please. Over to Komal madam, please.
Srinivasan sir, link very attendance ka.
Sir, please wait. The session is not over, sir. Please.
Mathematics teachers are disciplined.
Ms. Komal madam, please continue.
Yes, Shubhamita, would you like to start and then I'll join in. Yeah.
Okay. So I think thank you all of you for such nice, beautiful presentation, and you made so many activities. I think so. Maybe 1 or 2 comments on the activities just now you present, and then we can have a consolidated kind of discussion. So I think which we feel that maybe the activities which we did, like this is what we are talking about, contextual, designing contextual activities. Now when in Assam what children are playing, we are actually bringing that in the classroom. And we are talking about what we were talking about in the morning. This is what, like, if you are playing with that bear or that fruit name you were talking about, sir, which sir presented right now. So we are bringing that game in the classroom, and counting is coming very as a part of the game. Teacher is not starting as a counting activity, rather counting is coming as part of the game. So this is what we were also trying to talk about, and also which we feel that numbers can come in together, not as an isolated number. Like, even numbers do not exist in isolation. Now, number 4 does not exist in isolation. Much before children coming to school, how do children experience numbers? Maybe they say, "Aaj to main 4 biscuit khaunga," or maybe the mother says that, "Okay, please have these 2 parathas. You have to finish 2 parathas." Maybe the child says, "You know, I have 2 new friends. Now I have 5 friends to play with." So this is how children experience numbers, and in your life, in children's life, numbers do not come in isolation and do not come in that way. No mothers, I think no one thinks that, okay, today I have to teach my child 3, so I will give 3 paratha, and tomorrow I have to teach my child 4, so I will give 4 parathas. We don't have that kind of lesson plan in our real life. So in classroom also, when we are talking about realistic context, when we are talking about authentic context, maybe such situations which are meaningful for children, that can come in classroom, where counting can come as a part of the situation, and in together, not in very isolation, not in one by one number. Komal, would you like to add on? Yeah.
Yes, thank you, teachers, for being here and listening to us, and thank you, KV Sangathan, for providing this opportunity, and especially Srinivasan sir for facilitating this session and reaching out to so many teachers across the country. And we see it, today's session, we see it as a beginning of a dialogue. This is just first in the series of our dialogue with teachers of KV Sangathan. It is not the last session. We have just started talking about foundational numeracy and how children learn numbers, I think. And in that space, I think the most critical thing is, how do you actually, how you see your children. I think a good indicator that an activity connects with children is to see the light on their faces, the smile on their faces, light in their eyes and the smile on their faces, because that is a good indicator for us as a teacher, that is it enough challenging, is this the context that children connect with, or is it just a superimposed counting activity. I think what we need to move away is to give a superimposed, forced counting activities and create more and more authentic learning experiences, authentic counting experiences. And with just another stress, again and again, what we are trying to say is, please bring in real life object with a purpose which makes sense to children. And that is the best indicator, and that is what we need to that's where space we need to explore further and further with our children. And when you do these activities, do observe your children, how they are counting, rather than just sticking to the lesson plan. I think this is as you observe your children more, I think the more we see our children, the more we observe them very intensely, very keenly, more we will get a direction to how this foundational numeracy needs to develop. Yes. So, and I think many of you were talking about activities. You can also visit Jodogyan's website to be able to see more activities with materials, how we can design. There are some activities which we have put there for teachers to be also to be able to see and use some of those context in the classroom also. So all of you are welcome to try out those activities also. And also we would say that some of the activities which emerged from today's discussion were very, very remarkable. We were very happy to actually listen and see that how teachers are so much attuned and connected to your children and so much committed to be able to really think out of the box and in the context. So wherever you are, as Shubhamita said, look at your context and design activities. Thank you once again. Director sir is also there for giving Jodo Gyan an opportunity, and Srinivasan sir for facilitating. He was really followed up and facilitated each and every information. He made sure reached us before time so that we could prepare ourselves properly. Thank you so much. Yes, over to you, sir.
Okay, once again, thank you, madam. I think from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. marathon we had
Thank you.
continuously activities and your feedback. Just jumping in. Now at the outset, I thank our Honorable Joint Commissioner Training for sparing his valuable time and then encouraging the participants by attending this program. Once again, from the Kendriya Vidyalaya side, madam, and Sankatan side, and also from all the participants, thank you very much. We are actually looking forward once again to meet you all on Monday. That is the 26th April. We are having one more session with you. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. We'll be there. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, dear participants, thank you very much for your patience. I think you had a nice time. Now I am sending that link for your attendance, for which you are waiting. And as informed earlier, tomorrow we are not having any session. Tomorrow we will meet once again at the same time. That is 9:15 a.m. on Thursday. Please give your attendance.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Komal madam and Subhamita.
Sir, the form is no more accepting responses, sir.
1 minute, madam. 1 minute. No, just now given, na? Try once again. Just given. Try it. It should work.
Yes, sir.
It should work. I think I have started getting responses.
So it hasn't come yet, sir.
Where, madam? It is in the chat. Once again, shall I paste it once again in the chat?
Yes.
I'm pasting it once again in the chat box. Kindly check it.
Sir, this attendance sheet is not in the WhatsApp group.
You want it in the WhatsApp group also? Okay.
Good. Here, sir. Kindly send you again, sir. Not reached there.
I have put in the WhatsApp group also, sir.
Yes, sir. Just now.
They are in the WhatsApp group also.
Sir, can we leave now?
You can leave, sir. Those who are given the attendance, you can leave. Let us meet on Thursday. Tomorrow,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Tomorrow, no session.
Okay, sir. Thank you.